The thrill of pushing a car and being on the edge, that never goes away. Listen, if you're tough and you can endure the hardships and you can make the sacrifices, I feel there's no greater reward. Racing is like nothing else. You can't get this feeling in a stick and ball sport. You really can't get it in anything else, but when you're on the edge and you're trying to beat that guy who's on your bumper and you're on the cusp of flying off the track or pulling away from the guy and he's pressuring you and you get to the checker first, it's like, whew. So I distinctively remember when I was 8 years old, being in my dad's BMW 2002 Tii. Took it out on the Autobahn. My dad always wanted to get up early and go for a drive. And I vividly remember 110 miles an hour, no seatbelt, pulling myself over the dash just to get the sensation of the speed. And that was something I'll never forget. So the NX 2000 showroom stock car was my entry point into racing. I couldn't afford to buy a race car and a street car, so this was my dual purpose car. And I had harnesses that would dangle off the back of the seat. But just thinking about that and the fact that I would make these sales calls and I'd drive downtown Boston and I'd meet people and they'd look out the window in the parking lot and they're like, "What are you driving?" And I said, "Well, that's my race car and my street cars." We had some relative success with no funding and very little sponsorship. My brother and I would race and finish top 10. We'd run in the top 5. And it gave us enough encouragement to want to pursue it. So get this, I borrow a pickup truck and an open trailer and I hire a buddy of mine to drive from California to Lime Rock, Connecticut. All the semis are lined up. And except my old pickup truck that I borrowed and trailer, and we just parked like in the middle of all the factory programs and all the big boy teams. So I had an amazing race. I qualified in the top 5, end up on the podium, finishing P3, beating the factory driver at the time, Wolf Hensler. So home track, family's there, pretty emotional because I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe I did this. With very limited resources, beat the factory teams with their massive crew of 20 people, and we had 1 or 2 guys. And then that's when Porsche Motorsport finally returned my phone. With some success came equal success with me selling my sponsors' products. That was the impetus for GMG. I'd be at the racetrack kind of selling around the paddock some of the products that I either used or was promoting. And through that, I started thinking, well, if I can build a business base with the race clients, then I can raise enough money to start my own business that will fund my racing. So 2008, I got married to an amazing woman who I get emotional thinking about it, but if it wasn't for her support and her urging of me to quit my full-time medical sales job, that I'm gonna do this full-time, and that's when I just put my head down and our customer racing program started to really grow. Fast forward to today, I'm still passionate about it, but I've learned so much that now I have the opportunity to pass it along to people who want to do what I did, but get there much quicker. When you look at GMG and what we are today, it allows us to pursue the love of racing. I mean, we have a top tier shop seconds away from pit lane at one of the most beautiful motorsport racetracks in the world. And so that passion that I've had this entire time that fueled the efforts and the long days and nights to get to where we are now, it extends to our customers. And we want the guys that want to really push hard and give it their all. So most of these guys are successful entrepreneurs, top-level executives, self-made guys. So they're type A. They're used to running the show and calling the shots. But in this world, it's all about talent and lap time and capability. So, you know, the buck stops at the stopwatch. I mean, if you're fast, we'll know right away. If you're not, we'll also know, but our goal is to get you to that next level. Well, I'm thankful for the fact that GMG allows me to share this love of racing with my clients. I mean, it's amazing to have peers in this sport that I get to share my passion and see them grow. But now, my son Jenson's racing. So to share it with my son, the love of racing, and that he loves it as much as I do, and he gets to start at a younger age. He's only 14, and then it's just a matter of time. He's just gonna blow right by me. I just need to put that off a little longer. Not gonna make it so easy for him, but you know, the best thing that's happened in the last several months is every time he gets out of the car, and especially when I've let him drive some other nicer, higher end, faster cars than he's racing, he gets out and you can tell he's emotionally overwhelmed, and he thanks me and hugs me, and he's like, "Thank you, Dad. Like, this is unbelievable, and I know how amazing this opportunity is, and I can't thank you enough." And that, you know, as a parent, that's all you want. You just want them to appreciate the things that you're working hard to provide for them. And so it's very gratifying. And it's something I'm so excited to experience with him.